We are just getting it a little bit. Just getting better a little bit. It's Saturday. Got to work most of the, got to work during the week. Get tied up with virtual school and all of those types of headaches. So just taking advantage of one of these good old downtimes before the day get kicked off good. Getting a little work in with my youngest. I'm saying I like to spend a little one-on-one time with each one of them so I can focus on specific things that they can get better at. So yeah, we're just out here today getting better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, stay with us, roll with us. Right? Stay getting fat.
Good. I'll go straight into your toe raises. Just your toes.
We're gonna get that gym work, that field work, that board work. It's an opportunity to get better.
Good. Slow up, down. Good.
Now turn your torso. Yeah. It's a big running back. I'm coming at me straight head on, put my head on the side. I'm coming up from here. You run back, you coming. I drop my hip, you drop my hip. And that's what all of that weightlifting I've been doing is gonna come in, coming. I'm coming here. Boom. Drop it back. You do. I'm a big running back, I'm coming. Getting over there. Try to get underneath, try to get up. Coming full speed. Nope, I'm using too much arm. You got to put your shoulder pad on. You coming. Yeah. You got to put your shoulder pad every time you be running back. You run back and you hit it like this, you ain't gonna never get no tackle. You gotta come here, you gotta put your shoulder in here. Oh, you gotta put your shoulder in here. Right there. And wrap up all the way through. So you coming, you run back. No, you're too high, you're gonna get ran over. You're too high. You coming. You still too high. You see how easy that is when you push you out there? You be the running back. You can't hit, come on. You can't hit nobody up here. You down here. You running back, you coming. I'm coming here. Come on. I'm coming here. Boom. And I'm coming up through. Running back. Boom. That's how you gotta come through. Get used to wrapping up. Come all the way through. Grab cloth at the back. Coming down. Yeah, but you keep running away from him. Run through him. You trying to hit me, you be the running back. You putting your weight this way. You trying to hit him. Come on. You trying to hit him and you going like this. You gonna hit him that way. Put your weight into him. I'm running through him. Coming. Yeah. If they running, when do they have the most power? When they running straight at you? Or when they running east to west? Yeah. If he running east to west, he ain't got a whole lot of power other than stiff arm. If he running head up, now you got more power and force. So if he running east to west means side to side, north to south, and straight ahead. So if he running east to west, you can be a headhunter. You can come take his head off because he ain't got a whole lot of power to the side. So you should be running full speed, straight downhill, straight through. By the time he get up, he should have dirt all in his face mask, in his mouth. He should be spitting out dirt, coming back to the huddle because you should be running straight through him. Plowing straight down the chain. So he coming, I'm coming. I'm east to west. How you coming? East to west? Nope. Coming east to west? Nope. Your head going in the back. East to west? There you go, straight through. If I'm coming this way, that's going east to west. If you're going to the side, make sure your head is on the outside and you wrap through it. So if you bounce it, I'm bouncing. No, that's too high. You're coming high. You're coming like you're trying to tackle like this. No, you gotta get low. Boom. Wrap up, head outside, drive through. Good. Run through. And come, put your hands underneath. It's like your hands underneath. Your hands underneath is like here. Boom. You run through it. I'm dropping my hips and coming through, and I'm running through it, but I'm also getting this backside. So if you slip out, I still got this. Always grab you some cloth if you can. Your whole thought process when you're on defense, especially if you're a linebacker or safety, and you coming downhill, every time you hit somebody, or every time somebody see you coming, if it's a running back, wide receiver, whoever got the ball, anytime they see you coming, they should hate to see you coming. Because when you hit somebody, you want to be like a car, it want to be like a car collision. And I want to go right through it every time. I used to feel real good if I heard somebody say, oh, or you hear somebody start crying, and as vicious, as crazy as it may seem, if I knock somebody out with a concussion, I was happy. Or if I broke something or whatever, that's what I was looking for. When I hit somebody, I wanted them to hurt. And I want them to never want to touch the ball again. So every time they see me coming, I want them to either try to go a different direction or to clean jump. So when you hit me, I'm coming full speed. I'm hitting it. But if you come half stepping, halfway scared, they're gonna make you look bad. And then you get hurt. When you play scared, you get hurt. Good.
See what you know. So you're gonna get on the board. Just draw me the offensive formations. So if it's a pro set, I want to see a pro set. If it's a spread set, I want to see if you know the formations. First thing is, who's on the line?
The got a lineman and the 2 wide receivers, the B and the X.
The what?
The B and the X.
All right. So how many people have to be on the line of scrimmage?
11.
No. How many people have to be on the line?
7.
Yep. So y'all gotta have 7. So if this is an arrow,
Yes, sir.
so if that's an arrow route, and he's blocking him in here. You say he's blocking that inside?
Yes, sir.
If he's blocking that inside, he's gotta try to get him inside. And you got that arrow comes now. So yeah, you did that right. So that arrow comes now. When he catches it, the objective is for him to block him inside, him to get trapped inside or outflanked out here. You catch it on the go, and you hit him there. That's the objective. So he's not throwing it to your inside. He shouldn't be throwing it to your inside shoulder. All right, we're gonna talk just more specifically about the wide receivers and the alignment of the corner or defensive backs. So, which receiver would you be? They got you playing in the slot?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So the slot is out on this formation.
All right, the slot is out. So, let's say you was out wide. We'll start with that. So if you out wide and the cornerback is lined up in here, what do you think he's gonna be playing? You think he's gonna be playing? Is he more likely to be playing man or zone?
Man.
9 times out of 10, if you line up on the inside, he's playing man, and the objective is to not let you get inside, right? So what if 9 times out of 10, if he's playing outside leverage, what do you think he's playing?
Deep.
Some type of zone. You don't necessarily have to be deep, because he can be playing a cover 2 and walk down and catch you here and jam you and just push you inside. And if he can get you inside and you don't expand, and that safety's over the top in cover 2, that's to stop you from going deep. But he don't necessarily have to go deep with you to be in a zone. If he comes down and press you and it's a zone and he lets you go, if he's man to man, he's gonna press you and stay with you. But if he jam you and get you inside, let you go, 9 times out of 10 is a cover 2, right? So you automatically know if he come down and he hit me and let me go, they're in the cover 2, especially if you see him buzzing out to the flats, curl flat. So if you see that, boom, now I'm stacking, I get back outside, it's gonna make it harder for him to get over the top. Where's that safety got to get to in cover 2?
Right here.
If you split this field in half, that safety got to cover this whole half of the field all the way to the end zone. So if you coming out here, boom, he jam you, get you inside, and you get back on your route, you restack it, get back on your route, get outside of it, he's getting to curl a flat, and he's got to get all the way over the top to cover you in cover 2. So this quarterback got time to drop it right there in that hole if he falls off to it. So let's say that you're at the Z. So if you're at the Z and you have a quick slant, but that spur or safety or Sam backer or whoever it is that pops out to cover you, they're in man-to-man coverage, right? So he's sitting heavy inside, but you need to get to that slant. What can you do to cross his face? How can you run your route to get across his face?
when you run this route where it's like you step and
Good job. Perfect. Perfect.
it's like
Perfect.
that.
Yeah. It's a punch step. So when we're doing our drills, you got a punch step. So all you're doing is, if he's sitting heavy inside, you attack him, attack, get on his heel, get him on his heels, get on his toes, punch step, bam, bam, get across. Because the minute you attack, if he's sitting heavy inside, the minute you attack, you coming, he's got to respect the fact that you're coming inside. Then once you get on his toes, he's got to make a move. So either he's got to turn down, if he's a man-to-man, he's got to turn inside, and the minute you punch step, when you get on his toes, the minute you punch step, you got to respect it. So he's going to turn, then you get across his face. But that's why when you come out of your breaks, you got to come out of your breaks. You can't come out of your breaks half-ass. When you come out, you attack, you punch, boom. Then once you punch there, boom. Then you got to get on the cross, boom, boom, get across and snap the head back around. Be ready for the ball to be coming. All right, that's a good one. If he's sitting inside, you got to give him something. You can't just come out. You can't just come out and run around. You can't just come to him like this and then just turn around. You got, once you get the purpose in knowing what you're supposed to do now is, once you get comfortable and you know what you're supposed to do, then you can start putting some sauce on your routes. Because normal basic routes is like eating normal food. If I cook that food that I'm cooking now and I don't put no salt on it or no spice on it, it's gonna be nasty, ain't it? So if you want your routes to be spicy, you want them routes to be sauce, and to get you to the next level, you gotta put some spice on it. So that means that you can't just come out and run your route and then just turn around for the ball. It don't happen like that. So when you run out, you're already sitting inside. The quarterback is in here, and if the quarterback is in here, and you the defensive back, and I'm coming out to run my route, I'm gonna push him, and I'm gonna speed it up like I'm gonna get out, and then I'm gonna break that thing down and come back to it. Anytime you come out of your routes, you need to have that thing showing so the quarterback got something to throw it to. Next time. Good job. Yeah. How we do I show you last time? We smiled at it. How we did the shake last time? You don't remember, do you?
And that's it.
Get out of here.